Hello everyone, I'm Cecily and welcome to my channel, The Lover's Astro and Tarot. This reading is for anyone whose sun, moon, or ascendant is in the commutative sign of Gemini. Okay, Gemini, so I just laid out a reading and I'm laughing because you guys are kind of going to get what you want this month. I know that when a Gemini falls for somebody, there's a type of expectation that comes with it of what real closeness is. Geminis, not only do you love someone that loves to laugh and loves to talk to you and really be close to you and joke around and be best friends, but you also have very high expectations of meeting your own standard. Meaning some signs say they want something and they don't know how to go out and get it. You, on the other hand, Gemini, are very, very capable of that. So it's kind of a kerfuffle. So let's talk about what you have going on towards the beginning of the month. So Gemini, the first card that you actually receive for the month is Justice, okay? And that's a really big deal because I know a few Geminis that are looking for that. And what it's basically saying is it's going to offer your ego, not your heart, but your ego, some healing around your past relationships. It's going to start to balance out your life a little bit more. It's going to allow you to kind of get out of this single phase where you feel like you are actively looking with no hope, and put you in a space where you actively know not only your worth, but your ability to love. So it's a really good beginning of the year, especially because it's a major arcana and it really does talk about energies that are coming to you. Now, if you have somebody who did you wrong, or somebody who hurt you, or somebody who just didn't care as much as you wanted them to, there's going to be some sort of compensation for that towards the beginning of the month. There's going to be something you hear or something that makes you feel better along the lines of your relationship status and you getting to a place where you're free and clear of this person completely. Now, the next card is actually the King of Swords, which is a representative of you, Gemini. And it's the place that you're going to be in towards mid-beginning of the month. Now, like I said, air signs are attached to swords. And it's all about communication. So you're going to be in a place where you're really ready to talk to people. You're really ready to play and to explore. And not only that, but a king is one of those cards that says you're in a place of power. You don't feel like you're looking down on yourself or like you are in a position where you should be trying to convince somebody to love you. It's really a strong, powerful decision to come out. It's like a stepping out into the world and saying, here I am. You know, I'm ready for that real relationship. But there's a part of you that's having a hard time with that. And I think that's because, Gemini, your heart is already taken and you're kind of in a space where you've been trying to get over it, and that justice does help. But that only helps your ego. It's not really helping you out emotionally to get to the place where you need to be. But it's definitely a good sign for you dating a lot this month, for you going out. Anything after New Year's should be a very powerful experience in terms of you meeting new people. Now, there's not any direct person in there, but that's because you're a Gemini and you have the ability to meet multiple people and have multiple interests. But that's just who you are. But this 8 of chalices, or this 8 of cups, is really about you kind of walking away from all of that. It's about you walking away from all the sort of fun and flirting and playing around that you're doing, and really looking at the emotional side to what you need. Because once your ego is healed, and Gemini, don't think I'm trying to pick on you. I know I say that sometimes, but it's with Gemini, ego comes first because you're represented by Mercury, and that's connected to the mind. So everything to you is logical first before it's emotional. And you feel like you always have to kind of make the right choice. You have to make the right choices for yourself, for the people you love. You have to go with your own best self-interest. And sometimes, you feel like, you might feel like you've lost somebody, or you're losing somebody, and you kind of get to the point where, you're putting yourself back together and you feel more in control, but eventually, that 8 of Cups really does kind of make you settle down into the real emotion that you're feeling. On Gemini, towards the end of the month, sometime around the 25th and after, maybe even the 23rd, you're going to feel a little bit lonely. The 8 of Cups is about leaving behind what means something to you, what is important to you. And if you have somebody that you're thinking of that you had a hard time getting off your mind, and that justice comes in and helps you heal some stuff, it'll kind of bring up that 8 of Cups, or that 8 of Chalices, towards the end of the month, so you can get a little bit deeper into being emotionally real with yourself, saying things that you didn't know how to say to yourself before, realizing that maybe, the pick that you made wasn't necessarily the best pick, or wasn't necessarily this, this person, this King of Swords that you're portraying can be hard to hold up all the time. It can be hard to be that person all the time with the strength and with the mentality and, all the things that you do try to be on a day-to-day basis, or that you feel like you have to be, because sometimes that's, we want to put our best foot forward. But you also have the Devil here towards the end of the month. And this is important because the Devil talks about our obsessions. So if you have something emotional on your mind, or something that's plaguing you a little bit this month, you want to try to let it go. Because towards the end of the month, the Devil says that you can become obsessive over it. And that might be obsessive about the past, and the fact that you finally got what you wanted, you finally got that comeuppance, and maybe it didn't feel as good as you wanted it to, or maybe that person, maybe you walked away from that person and you thought you would feel good about it, but overall it made you feel kind of lost. It made you feel as if you really still need them in your life. The Devil card plays on our fears. It plays on the things that we can't stop thinking about, and it's a very strong energy, and you have a major arcana at the beginning of the month and at the end of the month. So it's basically saying you're going to go from this place of feeling strong and feeling like you have an opinion and it's valid, and you're in the right, to getting to the place where you feel a little obsessed over some of the things that have happened in the past, and you need to kind of take a break from that and give yourself a chance and not overthink things. So I'm going to pull out your outcome card, Gemini, and see exactly what comes up for you. Okay. So, Gemini, you have the Queen of Wands. Okay? And the Queen of Wands is basically saying you're in a position where you're really ready to have that person in your life. Now, the Queen of Wands is somebody that's a Sag or a Leo or an Aries. Somebody that has a strong personality. Somebody that, in a sense, maybe you even look up to. Doesn't mean male or female, but what it does mean is this person is inactive while you're active. A king will take action, Gemini. So if you are looking to communicate with somebody, or if you're looking to start something with somebody, it puts you in a position of power being a king. And it says that, especially as it, is actually the ruler of your sign, it really does help you. It really does help you express yourself. And this queen is there to kind of ignite those passions. She's in the upright position. She's somebody that is very passionate, funny, assertive, knows what they want, but they're definitely coming into your life. Now, this could be the person that left that Justice is talking about, and the reason that you feel that loss towards the mid-month, or this could be the person that's brand new walking into your life. So for all of my very single, and I'm not trying to be funny, Geminis who don't have a love interest, towards the end of the month, after you've gone through your processes of, kind of getting over some stuff, you will have this person walk into your life, and this is very welcoming. This is actually a good thing. This is actually something to look forward to. And they're going to be just as fun and playful as you are. It's not going to be serious or really deep. It's going to be one of those, this could be somebody that could really be my best friend and partner. So that's a lot to look forward to, Gemini, and I know it might be a little bit rough mid-month, but you guys will get through it, and there will be a rainbow on the other side. So thank you so much, you guys, for listening to my reading. Thank you always for your likes, your comments, and your subscribes. I will be putting out a whole bunch of videos this month, and also, just try to enjoy yourself. It's the beginning of the year. Who knows what the year has in store? Try to keep yourself uplifted. So thank you so much, Gemini, and I will see you next month.